TC Taylor. See that we have Coach with us. Coach, thank you so much. And first off, thank you for your patience. I do realize we're behind schedule with your normal time slot, so we appreciate your patience. But Coach, if you would please start us out with an opening statement recapping your past week's action versus Florida A&M.
Big time game that we didn't show up to play. FAMU, Coach Simmons, that entire staff did a great job getting those guys prepared. I take ownership of it as the head coach. You know, I got to have my football team ready to play. It started from the opening kickoff with that big kickoff return by them. We didn't quite recover from that whole deal, but our tempo wasn't there. I just didn't see the team that I saw week one. So I take complete ownership, and we got to be better this week going into practice, getting ready for another road game down here in Baton Rouge.
Appreciate those opening comments, Coach. First question goes to Dr. Cavill.
This is Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Cavill's inside the HBCU Sports Lab. How you doing this afternoon, Coach Taylor?
I'm good. How you doing, Doc?
Man, I'm fighting through it, Coach.
That's all
I wanted
to
ask you a little bit about – go ahead.
No, you got it.
Okay, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the defensive side of the ball. In terms of what the teams were able to do. Week 0 against South Carolina State, you were able to rush pretty effectively, not so much against FAMU, and it seems like Southern pretty stout on the defense. What would you like to see in terms of mixing it up between your offensive defense? I mean, your passing and running the ball.
You saying as far as our offense, Doc?
Yes.
Well, if you watch that game and you looked at our first week, the tempo was we didn't play with any tempo. I talked to our offensive staff about it. We got to get back to playing fast. We didn't really have any tempo out there with our offensive unit, O-line, quarterback, receivers, running backs, and just the physicality. I feel like FAM came across and hit us in the mouth, and we didn't respond. We didn't respond. But anytime a team jumps out on you like that, you can't turn the football over. We had 2 turnovers. Jason just drops the ball on one. Irv had one where he put on the ground that hurt us towards the end when we were trying to fight to get back in the football game. And we got to continue to work on these red zone scoring opportunities. We had one early in the game where they score on the kickoff return. We drive the football, do a great job. Getting down there, offense sputters, and then we get the long snapper to snap it over the head. We get 3 points right there. It kind of, calms everybody down, makes it a 7-3 game. We regroup and get back at it. But, that's the thing, that the biggest thing that I talk to my staff about, as far as what we got to do is get back to playing fast, playing with some tempos, trust our calls, and go with what we believe.
All the question is just about that in terms of the philosophy of working with young men. The ups and downs, first 3 weeks, big games, including this next one where we go against a rival, going down to Baton Rouge to the Bluff. Talk about the emotional state and the uniqueness of trying to get young folks to a certain level that you would like them to be able to play at.
Well, you get back in here and you get back at it. All I know to do is get back to work. But the main thing, what I did with these guys is pointed out, the reasons that we didn't compete in that game, some things we could have been better at, and that's my job as the head coach, but you just take it, we did we had a team meeting this morning. We gave them yesterday off, but we pointed out the turnovers again, the things we did in the red zone. We did a bad job of tackling. You look at those big backs was running the ball on us. We didn't wrap up on some tackles. They had over 200 yards rushing. I know we're a better tackling football team. I didn't think we got to the ball with the same tenacity that I seen the previous week. So you point out those things to your team. You get out here tonight. We'll get out there tonight and correct them in practice and start preparing for a Southern team in Baton Rouge this weekend.
Thank you, Coach. Look forward to the matchup.
All right. Thank you.
Next question goes to Mason Smith.
Good afternoon, Coach. Obviously, it wasn't the result that you wanted, but I wanted to ask about, with Southern coming up, you've always kind of had an advantage, winning against FAMU and just kind of starting on the right foot in terms of conference play. Well, now kind of like it's on the other foot. You're 0-1 in conference play. How does that kind of, affect your mindset going into Southern and, of course, the rest of the year?
It don't really affect my mindset. Like I said, it's the next game on the schedule for our football team. We got to prepare just like we prepared the previous 2 weeks. It's the same deal though. We got to eliminate the things that got us beat. We got to eliminate those things and just get this football team ready to play. I challenged everybody. I challenged our coaches, our football team players, special teams. Just everybody got challenged this week to come out here this week and be the football team that I know we could be.
And a quick follow-up, we saw Jason Brown kind of grab at his hand during the games. Want to ask for an update on him if he's good to go against Southern.
We think he should be fine. He got banged up a little bit. We did X-rays, waiting to see how that play out. But we're expecting Jason to be upright and ready to go this weekend.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem.
Next question goes to Kendrick Marshall.
Yeah, Coach. In the game Saturday, special teams seem to be your guys' bugaboo. Not just with the opening kickoff, but with some other big returns. What adjustments are you guys going to make moving forward in that area of your game?
We got to look. We looked at that as well. It's some deal where we got to make some adjustments as far as our personnel. Some guys just look disinterested in being out there, and that's on me. Like I said, as a head coach, to get that fixed. But kudos to Coach Simmons and his staff. They had it schemed up pretty good. They had some electrifying players back there touching the football, but we got to be better there. That's special teams plays a big part in that in football games, and you saw that this weekend. I think about 230, close to 230 yards in return yardage. You're not going to win a football game like that. You're not going to win a football game when the long snapper goes out there and snaps the ball over the holder's hand, over the holder's head. So, I thought that was a big difference in the football game. They came out and really dominated us on special teams.
As a quick follow-up, Coach, Zy McDonald got extended period of time on the field after Jason was injured.
Mm-hmm.
How do you figure in the game plan moving forward? Are you guys going to go with a 2-quarterback system, or are you going to stick with Jason to start as long as he's healthy?
That's some things we'll work on this week. We'll work on this week, get out there, practice, get all that stuff hashed out. Like I said, it's still, for me, the guy that's, the best leader on the field, get us back to playing with that tempo, make good decisions with the football. But kudos to Zy. He came out there, he fought well, he showed some toughness out there. Had a big time play, one of our explosive plays to Rico Powers down the sideline. A great throw on that, but he got us up and down the field good. Did just what we asked him to do. But that's some things we'll work out this week as a staff, and make a decision going into this week.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Last question goes to Michael Jefferson.
Good afternoon, Coach. This is Michael Jefferson with Block Sports. Coach TC, tough one to take on the chin. Mm-hmm. And one of my questions that I have, 2 quick questions. Do you think the team was just a little complacent after just coming out and just really having a great showing against South Carolina State?
I don't want to say so much as complacent. We feel like we had prepared our team, and they seemed focused and ready to go. It was just the deal with FAM was the better team that day. We had everything for our football team that could have went wrong out there on Sunday. But I don't want to make any excuses. Like I said, that falls on me as a head coach. I got to get this team ready to play. We preach physicality here, and we just didn't see it. FAM, they bullied us the entire football game. And like I told them in meetings today, the rest of the SWAC is going to see that. Either we're going to respond, or it's going to continue that way. And I just know from what I saw week 1 to this game that we just previously had, it was a tale of 2 teams. And it's up to me to get this team to playing back on that level that we saw in week 1.
Well, in the second half, the defense really actually started stepping up. So can you take some positives from that going into the Southern game?
Oh, definitely. And not just the defense, I challenged them at the half because it could have really gotten out of really, really ugly. I was really pleased that our team didn't lay down and they came out and still competed. That's something I told them we can build on. But yeah, I was very pleased with the way the defense came out in the second half. Still was too many missed tackles. missed opportunities. They had the one explosive pass play that Jaheim, our corner, did a great job of running that down, and we end up blocking a kick on that. But they competed well in the second half. If you look at it, I think we won the second half 10-0, you know, and you
Yes,
take
sir.
away a lot of those special teams mishaps, you never know what that football game looks like. But overall, again, we got to be better, you know, going forward as a program.
Well, much success to you and guard the yard.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach, as always, we appreciate your time. Look forward to speaking with you again next week.
All right. Look forward to it. Everybody be safe. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.